lock it in, decides to commit to the Orianna, and there is a lot of potential for EDG to take some very chaotic, very high damage fights against Ghost. Flash, but the tether still pops. World 6 follows up with a repel. He's got red buff for the slow. Ghost is about to wear off. There's the cocoon. They've got damage, but is it enough? It is. First blood on OM.
The top side, red buff at the very least. However, this is a potential dive. Remember, no repels available.
Yeah, Xiong sets it up. He takes some damage. Koro tries to answer back and gets the kill. The burn is ticking, and Xiong will die. It's 1-for-1, and World 6 barely survives. Clear Love's on the hunt, and just outside of range of the Tremor Sense since those earlier ganks. And tries to trade, misses a little bit of CS, but gets a good tag back on the Scout, who flashes forward with the auto, solo killing his lane opponent. He's taking a turret hit. World 6 is knocked up by Clear Love and might have bitten off too much more than he could chew. Auto attack trades it. It's going to be 1-for-1, and Clear Love has got Flash, but more than that, he's got the Prey Seeker. It's a 2-for-1 in favor of EDG.
And he's able to do all of this.
SMLZ well aware of this. He's sitting underneath his tier 1. The arrow is launched and catches Icon. Clear Love is ready, gets a knock up. They've got the shockwave, but they decide to use it very early on. He goes down. World 6 tries to run for the hills. Xiong completes his teleport. Koro shows up as well. They're fighting in a very tight corridor. Zed is doing great damage, however, as he chases them back. Eats a cocoon. Xiong in the back is diving, getting huge AoE, but he just doesn't have any follow-up from his team. He too dies as EDG push. Zed walks to safety.
Lucky to be alive, but a bit of a peanut for using his overexertion there to try to actually commit. Scout diving.
He's got the shockwave, and Scout is trading onto Xiong. He heals it right on back, but times the auto attack perfectly for another kill. Yeah,
done.
This is not Baron. They get Chain of Corruption onto Zet and dodge the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. The AD carry, they throw everything at him. Shockwave flings World 6 back in, but a huge fish catches SMLZ. The two-man gank squad dive onto him and kill him and continue chasing forward. Xiong tries to get into the back, but he goes down, and Scout now follows on World 6, flashing the wall aggressively, eating just a bit of burst from that Elise, but there's not enough. That's going to be a double kill for Scout. Meanwhile, the gank squad was able to turn things around bottom. It is 2 versus...
Big thing that I noticed a couple of minutes ago. EDG actually just diving. Never mind.
They're collapsing onto World 6. He repels up, sidesteps, but is going to be knocked up. The arrow catches 5 down the mid lane. He's still stunned, but they decide to back away. And off of the pick on the jungler, they are running in onto it. Here comes OMG trying to sweep through the vision. They've got to walk through most of this jungle dark, setting up wards as they go. Piercing arrow is going to find the back line. Koro tries to zone it out. They manage to kill Mako, but Baron is picked up by EDG. Then the arrow will miss, but with Scout moving forward, he eats a cocoon. Koro is actually pulling 3 members' attention. Shockwave onto World 6 and the attack dissonant. They're able to burst down the turret, though they lose their top laner. Zet is firing across, and that's Chain of Corruption onto the back line. OMG chase it forward, but Icon misses. Zet is in the front line. He is doing so...
You'd expect Clear Love to come over and help, and then they give Scout the blue buff before they recall. Not just that, at the same time, they were looking at the enemy blue buff to steal it, but fortunately for OMG, they came over in time to prevent that from happening. But this is 3 separate things.
Ooh, as they catch Mako looking for, 5 warding Baron. That is 1-2 ultimates blown yet again, and Baron has spawned.
That's one tanky fizz, man.
Whoa!
That's one dead fish, man.
And another assassination from Scout. He is doing huge damage with Koro split pushing bottom, and World 6 again split from his team. He pops up, and it's going to stall just a bit of time, but the arrow is timed this time. Zet is sitting under the spider, and the arrows will squish. Starting to do tons of damage, continues to push forward. Now they've got even more super minions rushing in with the Baron buff. It might be too late as Koro and Clear Love start the fight. There's the knockup. SMLZ firing in the back. He's on the fountain, but Zed is entering back with damage of his own. This fight might go even, but that doesn't matter because the Nexus itself is being battered by the minions, and EDG will knock it down, taking game number 1 of this 3rd place match against OMG.
Don't even need to break a sweat. No need for reacting.
That is Ahri now locked in for Icon in the mid lane, so he's on that signature champion of his, which means the Karma goes to 5 down bottom. And with that, we've got our composition from OMG to try to... Zet again takes another hit as the volley trades. Mako has no flash. And 5 does not trigger it. Flashes in!
No.
And that's an auto attack as they trade support for AD.
Clear Love's now coming.
No
heal for the Ashe.
Nowhere for him to go. He's looking for Mako, but caught by the Void Spikes.
Hello.
Fires a few auto attacks before Clear Love summarily executes it.
Spotted, but Koro has no flash, so there's always a chance that this results in a kill.
Yeah, Xiang lands the snare. Koro sidesteps, and that is him going down. OMG get a kill up top.
Koro actually just dashed into the body slam.
Yeah, as that's Flash ultimate onto Icon. Clearlove leaps up as well, and Icon, despite being mobile, despite having exhaust, is tagged by Scout and dies.
Because he's level 5, so the Ahri goes down. Now in the bottom lane, no Lulu to protect him.
Oh, he's snared out. He's eating a lot of damage with Ignite. 5 finishes off that kill. And
risky.
Yeah, he's very tanky. That's Ignite burning him down as well. Koro staggers the aggro very well as Clearlove leaps away, and Koro goes down. Xiang gets a kill before finally looping back to give a kill over towards Zet. That's a lot of time wasted. We can see OMG now pushing a big wave bottom. Does do some damage, dashes in, holding onto the charm, lands it, but an immediate cleanse. World 6 follows up. Auto attack is not enough, and World 6 jumps the cask just to knock it over.
Scout actually juked expecting the ultimate.
Before heading towards the minions, he's got no summoners, but does have his team to back him up and still
ult,
holding onto his ultimate. He's going to drop it on the World. Yeah,
however,
bullies him away by single-handedly scouting out. Icon finds Scout, and that's a quick assassination. They try to dive onto Zet. He eats the knock-up, and they running them down. Xiang does not get his dice of the slicing, but he's got more than enough to make up for it with his wide AoE. Clears that kill. That's Scout and Zet dead.
Yeah, it's a really big pick, actually. So 2 carries dead.
Towards that Cloud Dragon as Baron is picked up by OMG at the 23-minute mark. 7 kills to 5, now 4,000 gold there. And
he has to stay.
Yeah, he will turn around now, actually targeting SMLZ. The AD carry, the turret has died, but SMLZ is still alive as Koro tries to kill the AD carry, just shredding through. He's got the support of his team though, and it's close, and he will be able to kill him, but the rest of OMG have finished the fight on the front. And yes, Koro, you did your job, but you lost the tier 2 and you lost your team. You very well might the charm, but that's Clearlove ready to get in. Clearlove goes in and he gets the steal. Amazing. Icon is split from the fight, and that's SMLZ dying as well. He's still holding on to that Spirit Rush, though, as the redemptions are layered, trading one for the other, and Xiang dies as well. And EDG steal the Baron and win the Clearlove shows up in time to punish him.
Yeah, Clearlove might just be dead.
Yeah, 5 is going to get there for the heal, but that's an auto attack from 5, homing through the shields and finishing off Clearlove. But EDG,
generally speaking, the engage ultimates out of them, barring the Gragas as 5
Koro
is caught.
Still somehow ends up behind him. He's found the support and demolishes him with the support of his team. Through the choke, they push forward. Looks to go in. It does reset to about 3,000. It's so close. They try to burst it. Icon is caught by Chum the Waters. 5 is snared, and Clearlove steals it again. That's redemption used by OMG to try to keep themselves topped off, but they are split. Scout goes in and goes down. A great cast from World 6. Meanwhile, Koro's in the back line. He doesn't have enough to single-handedly take out 3 members. And scattered though the fight is, they got the Elder Dragon, but they gave up their lives for it.
Yeah, there's actually too many people dead. I don't think Clearlove by himself has enough to be able to save themselves in this game. He tried his absolute hardest.
Oh, he's almost found him, but decides to turn towards 5 instead, but dies. And now that is the ace. Ladies and gentlemen, OMG are turning onto the inhibitor. They have got a massive minion wave, and they are going to take game number 2 against EDG. The 3rd place match is down to 3 games.
Unfortunate for EDG, they tried their best to come back, but they set themselves up to fail too early in. So OMG, they make it a 1-1 series. We have got one on our hands.
Yeah, once again, OMG come back against all odds. And take a look at them, just another day in the office, and perhaps a bit of a head scratch from Koro. I was too mid laner for themselves. It's going to be Jace for Icon in the mid lane.
Arcos look good on Jace. I think there's no reason to really be...
They're actually swapping it over. That's Jace for Xiang.
Yeah. Potentially one that kills him.
That's Exhaust. He's going to try to flash the wall. Gets away from the Praise Seeker,
Still got him.
The auto attack homes through. That's first blood from Scout.
He has to block for trying to bait, and so he does die as a bait. Meanwhile, bottom.
Yeah, Mako eats a lot of damage. That's Ignite as well. The auto attack. Again, a kill from the duo lane. Yeah, great prediction.
As meanwhile,
now they're diving onto Zet. SMLZ dies as he goes way too deep.
5
the
dies
turret
as well.
gets another one. That's a double kill for Zet. Massive mistake.
That is really unfortunate now that we have come out of a replay and that you've spent in lane, the safer you are as well.
Absolutely. As that's a double Doran's Ring and the Amp Tome from Scout for some raw stats. World 6 finds Clearlove making his way around. That's the level 6 immediately ticked over, and the burst damage onto World 6. Icon is able to get a kill of his own. He ticks over onto level 6, drops Chum the Waters before dash. Clearlove actually heading top. Tunnels over. Goes for the flash knockup on the Xiong. That's slicing Maelstrom as they stagger their crowd control for a lot of damage. Clearlove takes some shots, but will survive as Koro gets a kill.
To maybe catch them between turrets.
And that's exactly what they do. Flash, ace in the hole. Chain of Corruption prevents follow-up. They've almost got it, but Icon flashes back and Zet punishes them. They continue to go in. The Zet's Ignite burned. They get him just outside of turret range. Mako ticks earlier. Icon is at a massive CS deficit mid, and though he's trying to defend, it's taking a lot of damage. World 6 shows up. They are able to get enough burst to kill onto Clearlove, but Koro shows up to finish off the turret, and that's Flash from World 6. So yeah, they got a kill, but EDG there, it's 3 versus 2. No summoner spells, 5 races in.
Clearlove is on his way down, so just be prepared for that OMG.
Yeah, get some initial damage. Chain of Corruption onto World 6. They've got so much burst. Zet is doing work here.
And Clearlove is now here.
Yeah, shows up just in time. That's teleport advantage and take that early objective. But what's next? Right now, it looks like that next is an assassination onto Icon as they are throwing everything to kill him. A 3-member collapse from outside of vision. Without that Fizz there, they might keep going.
You have to feel bad if you're Icon.
See so many pings as they are trying to decide whether or not to push in. A trap line gets cleared. There is a potential flank from Xiong. Icon is spotted over the wall as he eats a stun and a lot of burst.
Wow.
And they've got enough to follow through as Chum the waters. But he's under the turret. That's Exhaust as well to soak some of this damage. And teleport from Koro to collapse. Didn't even need to, but it's completed anyways, because with the mid laner dead with no teleport, Zet finds Xiong in the river, flashes to sidestep, tries to follow through, heal to chase onto Xiong, Shock Blast Acceleration Gate. Zet does have his piercing arrow in just a moment. Is he gonna leap over, lands the hail of arrows, and should be able to follow up with an auto attack, a solo kill onto Xiong. As that is not Ships in the Night, that was Titanic that we just witnessed. Koro finds 5 in the jungle. This is just OMG falling apart one by one.
Into EDG's favor, and that's pretty much the lights out moment for OMG, where all of that desperation even now barely exists. Icon not having a good performance.
Chum the waters finds Mako, that support. Scout eats ace in the hole. He's going to try to assassinate Mako, Redemption and Wild Growth, but they manage to tag him with even more follow-up, and Mako is the one who gets the kill. How's that, Icon?
Trying to assassinate a Lulu.
Similar theme. The question is, can OMG pull a rabbit out of a hat twice, or will OMG close the series as they are trying to turn this fight here? They've found one, and they have shown that it is, in fact, just a regular hat. The rabbit was under the table the whole time. They push forward onto the final inhibitor as Baron falls off. Clearlove is taking shots as SMLZ tries to pop off, but that Syndra is massive. Zet kills the back line of Xiong, and now they turn onto the inhib. It's up to Icon and 5 to try and defend, but super minions are on the Nexus turrets. 5 on the Fountain will die, and Icon tries to stall the wave, but can only do but watch in tears as his Nexus breaks. And in game number 3, EDG are 1 win away from taking 3rd place.
Setting themselves up much better in game number 3. And for the first time this game, Icon watches as he's laner go here for OMG.
Yeah, that's Talia now locked in for Icon. Unraveled Earth is great for trading with Scout, especially if you can pop him up with a seismic shove beforehand.
He'll be smiting as a last hit though. No way he's going to be healthy as OMG.
Yeah,
they've just flanked with Gragas.
Yeah,
this is level 2
going
cheese.
on in. That's Exhaust as well. Flay to pull them back. Double Exhaust.
Nah,
and
what?
Flash is going to knock it up. Auto attack Piltover. SMLZ gets first blood, but he loses his own support in the process. OMG.
The edge by staying alive as top lane's got Clearlove.
That's Ignite. Xiong is almost going to solo kill. Levels up. Gets the stun. They've got the burst. He tries to go in, but doesn't have the cooldown. Koro now gets it. He's going to find Clearlove around the corner. 5 showed up as he completed his recall. That's Weaver's Wall. They are taking a lot of burst. The hook catches Scuttlecrab, not the priority target. But a great seismic shove. Tags Scout. They managed to get the kill. Koro's in the back as he teleported in through the turret, and he's trying to get even more. World 6 flashes back and will die as Mako follows through. Koro's still going, but Icon is just firing shot after shot. Mako soaks one shot. Look at the damage that those Voidlings are doing. SMLZ is going to be knocked forward, and that is not enough. Mako will die as Icon is...
They do want it.
Yeah, that's just outside of vision. They timed their crowd control perfectly. Poor man did not stand a chance, but that's now no ultimate's bottom. SMLZ has to walk away as there's a collapse. Flashes the wall to escape from Scout as he gives him a pat on the butt to get back to base.
Yeah, he does do exactly that. Icon's the man who has genuine kill threat.
Whoa, Icon! Again, as you're saying it, Rusty.
These guys are just too
Up before dashing forward, and the Weaver's Wall to try to get them away. They leave Koro to die. SMLZ used his ace in the hole already, and Xiang gets revenge for his early trade in lane. Smells blood in the water. Here comes the rest of his team as World 6 is now spotted out by a Ward Scout. Sidesteps 1, but doesn't sidestep 5, and will take the threaded volley from Icon for yet another kill.
Gonna go, buddy.
Back, sidesteps back between them. SMLZ looks for it and tries to go for the kill. Mako's there and he's playing around that. Even Clearlove shows up, but SMLZ, hot fingers. This man is warmed up. Oh, the cask execution. That's gonna be.
And the Taliyah shoves. The Caitlyn traps are able to bottleneck you into these spots.
Ooh, they actually set up the Weaver's Wall. They're all on the other side. They catch
Mal's
World
ulti.
6. Through the suppression, through the dark passage. Meanwhile, Xiang gets a great amount of damage. Clearlove tries to get away. The auto is not enough. SMLZ goes in and dies. He goes way too far forward. Chain of Corruption catches 5, and OMG are falling apart. Icon tries to turn it around. Xiang dives into the back and gets 1, but will die as Zet has been free firing, and that's Icon. They're all on the other side of the wall. Cora's just going to go the other way, but a great hook and play pulls him back, but now SMLZ gets a big headshot to turn it around. So they assassinate Xiang with, Cora with 4 members of OMG, and now reclaim vision. 5 goes in, the hook misses, Chain of Corruption onto World 6, the jungler. They're turning it into a fight, and they have enough time to finish it off. Baron picked up as Koro teleports in, and now they just have to survive the fight. Weaver's Wall denies any escape as Xiang leaps into the back, has found Koro, trying to kill him, looking for the cooldown, and that's a flash. They trade top laner for top laner. They go in, Scout tries to get the kill, but Icon is firing shot after shot. That magic resist is going to have to pay dividends. It's 3 versus 3, 3 versus 2 as they get another. World 6 still in the back, running for his life. The land as well. Koro comes in at full health. Look at the AoE out of EDG. SMLZ will try to turn it around. Xiang is tanking the Nethergrass. Clearlove eats a few shots. Headshot onto Zet. And SMLZ continues to chase with Icon. Suddenly the fight is being turned around as they kite it back and forward. Minions now going to block that death sentence. He's following through. Ace in the hole. Scout is going to survive, but only barely sidesteps the barrel, but World 6 has got him pinned. He finally dropped. They turn now onto Koro. He slices away, slowed by another great barrel from World 6. And OMG are just chasing down kill after kill after kill.
And Zet just walks onto a trap and basically is the reason.
Icon. And they're sitting just outside of vision, steps forward for the hook, but it is sidestep. The shock blast now scouts it out. Chain of Corruption catches Icon.
SMLZ.
They've also tagged World 6. SMLZ cleanses very early. He's skirting around the edges. They've killed World 6. That's the first tank, but Xiang has joined the fight. The hook on Zet is massive. SMLZ is stunned though, but has no follow-up. Flashes back. They need to get Koro off of him. The shock blast as well. He's trying to heal up, healing as much as he can, but Koro is primed. Flash from Clearlove to try to get in, and SMLZ is still alive, still firing shot after shot. Koro gets 1. Scout is waiting just outside of vision, and there's a Guardian Angel. Ace in the hole. That finds 1. He turns onto Koro. That's going to be the ace for OMG. 23-14, 35 minutes in. Back half of this Infernal Dragon being taken by EDG. Weaver's Wall pins Zet in. He's stuck. He's got nowhere to go. Chain of Corruption, but the AD carry is dead. Yeah, you've got the Infernal Dragon.
Clearlove has no flash.
Clearlove has no flash. A massive mistake as OMG punish EDG.
And that's potentially just going to be the game. They're against a Baroned up team, and they decided the Infernal Drake was worth a last-ditch fight. They didn't actually want to fight. They were caught out of position, so now OMG run it down the mid lane to try and finish it off.
Oh man, flash cast. They're going to try to end the game right here. They've assassinated SMLZ. Now they need to try to turn the rest of this around. Icon has finally joined up, but the AoE has already been distributed. Scout goes down. Mako soon to follow. The last survivor is Koro, and he is making a run for a fountain. But ladies and gentlemen, 4 versus 1. OMG have done it in game number 4. They are going to kite Koro out and eventually kill him, but that is the extended ace. Rusty, we're going to a game 5. OMG, take the Nexus and run the distance.
They definitely are going to be able to end this game, so we go all the way, deciding who the 3rd place team is going to be in the LPL for split number 1. Night and day performances from Icon between games in this series. He looks good, they win the game, makes the most sense. He's against the Taliyah, and he wants to be able to at least scale up and control the waves in the same way that he has been in the past.
Yeah, and with this, we now have our...
To say the wave is too big for the Renekton, so they need 3 people for this.
Here they go. That's Ignite. Unraveled Earth and the Seismic Shove underneath doesn't even burn his Summoner spell as he eats the Sonic Wave and goes up in this laning phase as Xiyoung eats Chum the Waters, maximum range for full damage. Fire Lolly flashes the wall, but Xiyoung already sliced away. He's got his own flash, but that's Ward Hop pinned against the wall, and Fire Lolly uses the crowd control to finish off that kill.
I think it's safe to say that.
SMLZ makes his way mid and takes Ace in the hold onto Zet, but meanwhile it's EDG who look for the play. Scout, what the heck was that? Sombreros himself, but flashes in, tries to turn it into aggressive play. The knock-up while he's being taken by the Dark Passage. EDG, fine to...
Happy with what OMG are now looking at. World 6 has decided that health is the name of the game as well.
Oh, SMLZ, how did they sidestep that trap? Oh, man, now they step on it. Mako probably having a hearty chuckle. Mako is going to eat that shockwave as Mouse dodges around the side.
Oh, wow.
Good cask and a knockback. Scout gets pulled in and flashes away. He dies to Xiyoung, but the turret has fallen. It's a 1-for-1 in the extended fight, but Scout drops World 6. SMLZ respawns just in time, and Xiyoung is slowly but surely dying as the command attack does not do enough. So it's 2-for-1 and
building full damage. You just have to play perfectly, opposed to...
5 gets caught by the Sonic Wave, and now a fight is breaking out in the jungle. Shockwave finds 3 people, but here's the flank from Zet. He's able to follow through. SMLZ tries to trade, but it is finished off by the remaining team, and OMG are falling apart. It looked great, but Zet just collapsed.
And because Zet dies, they can't go straight to the Baron, so they're threatening mid lane instead. Mouse does not care about your turrets. He will dive you.
EDG have been working towards it. Xiyoung is still splitting bottom, still holding on to his teleport. There's nothing for him to teleport to, however.
No, not at all.
Scout has killed World 6. That's the smite gone. Baron picked up by EDG, and as the purple worm fades, so too does OMG.
With him, if there's 2 top lane, suddenly there's actually a wall bottom.
Yeah, there's the Weaver's Wall you were talking about. Mako's in the front. 5 and World 6 force the fight, but 5 drops a box on no one. World 6 being knocked up, but SMLZ is free firing. Fire Lolly is dead. But Mouse has joined the fight, and SMLZ has been assassinated. Zet wants to end this series here and now as OMG fall to the ground dead. Xiyoung makes his way towards the fountain to try and survive, but with 30 seconds on the death timer, Baron still up for 80, and 4 members of EDG knocking on the fountain. They will turn towards the Nexus. They will end this series 3-2 and defeat OMG to claim 3rd place in the LPL playoffs.
And with most of the base of OMG still alive, EDG just walked it down the middle lane after getting a team fight. It was pretty plain and simple from them in the end.
Place your bets on more than 15 esports games. Deposit and withdraw easily using many worldwide payment methods. Place your bets live while enjoying the game. We offer 24/7 support and bonuses for every new user. Bet now on ArcaneBet.com.